General Hospital pregame show, catching up with Taylor head coach Jody Martinez before they take on Huntington tonight in their third game of Crossroads League play. We haven't talked to you and it feels like forever. How you doing?
You know what? I'm doing pretty well considering, last week was the wedding and Thanksgiving break, and then my daughter Hannah and her now husband Derek moved to Virginia on Friday morning. So that was kind of an emotional moment and weekend. But you know what? We get focused now for a game tonight against Huntington, and hopefully we can see some momentum from the Indiana Wesleyan game last Tuesday. But I think we've had two good practices in a row. We'll see what happens.
We talked a lot about your speech leading up to the wedding. How'd the speech go?
I thought the speech was good. Yeah, I thought it was maybe a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's good. It's an 8.
I hate to say 10 just because that's perfect, but no, it went really well. Just I wrote it out, read it. That way I don't get too emotional. Said a lot of good things about Hannah and Derek, and then Derek's family and my family, but it was just a beautiful wedding. I hate to say it was a perfect wedding, but it was pretty darn close. I truly felt God's hand in everything, from the sunshine to just the beauty of the chapel and the whole ceremony. The pastor was amazing. Just everything. Sony was remarkable, and Jocelyn was remarkable. I mean, just God's blessed me with a beautiful family, and I just got to see my extended family and Sony's extended family, and it was just a great wedding. It was a great day. It really was.
Some of your former players were there as well. What was it like to catch up with them for a little bit?
Yeah, it was just a little bit. You had a handful that were there, and it was great to see them. And just they look different, dressed up, and they're all beautiful. And just like you go down memory lane when you see them, and you chat as much as you can with them. But as the parents of the bride, you got a lot of people to talk to, and
you're a popular guy.
And we took some photos with them. As soon as we could, but it was good. It was good. Those certain players impacted Hannah's life in some way, either as friends or just kind of acquaintances. And you had Natalie and Cassidy there, and you had the twins and Meredith. It was just real good. And I'm not sure if I'm leaving out anybody, but it was good to see that group.
If you left you out, we still love you. Don't worry. Yeah. Before we dive into your game at Indiana Wesleyan. We know that you're a very big North Carolina Tar Heel basketball fan. We're not going to talk about the results, particularly over Thanksgiving, because I want to bring up bad memories for you. But they did play a 4 overtime game, so I want to know what's the longest game that you've ever coached in, and what's the longest game that you ever played in?
Well, I think coaching, it still might be a record in the NAI. I have not checked the record book, but in 2015, when I was coaching in Florida at Southeastern, we played at Embry-Riddle, which is an NCAA Division II school now. We went into 5 overtimes, and thankfully we won. But that was an emotional, tiring game. But yeah, 5 overtimes. Like I said, I think it's still a record. I'm not sure. Playing-wise, man, you're asking something back in the 80s now.
Wasn't that long ago?
Did we have overtime back then?
I think so. You didn't, I looked at your record. There weren't a lot of ties in your playing.
No, there's no definitely no ties. If there was an overtime, maybe no more than 2 or 3 overtime. I don't remember a long. Definitely not 5. Definitely not 4. But I'm sure we've had a couple overtime games. But I don't remember, Rick. Sorry.
That's okay. 5 overtimes. Yeah. Did you have to have like a snack or something after like the third one?
Oh, I'll tell you what. I could tell I was dehydrated. I can remember Sonia was not there because it was a road game. And I could just called her on the phone, and all of a sudden I just got sappy, kind of like I'm tired and drained, and felt like my speech was blurry or just confusing, and it's like, man, I must be dehydrated. Sure enough, I was. But I had to eat real quick after that. And I felt bad because back in that conference, everything's a doubleheader, weekday. And so it was a weekday game. But I'm pretty sure we started that game at 5:30 that day, and I think the men's game started at 9 by the time we were done. So that was a crazy day.
Let's talk about your last game before the Thanksgiving break. Game number 4, Indiana Wesleyan, all they could handle. You fell by 4 points, 87-83. Huge third quarter that got you the lead heading into the final frame. Turnovers again, big reason why they scored 31 points off of your turnovers. But with as up and down as the first now 8 games of the season have been for your team, what'd you think about the performance Tuesday night?
I was proud of their effort. Just they didn't give up when we got down big from the turnovers. In the second quarter was the difference of the game. Wesleyan scored 22 points, and only 3 was off a normal set. The other 19 points were off live turnovers, and that's just painful. And if you look at our 4 losses, mostly because of the points off turnovers. And once again, we're developing the guards. The guards have got to get more experience. They got to get more confident. Each game we play, that's what's going to happen. We've played a tough, good schedule. 4-4 is something that you can live with, but we have to get better at taking care of the ball.
You look at 2 of your guards, mainly Clacy West and Ariel Dale, shot the ball really well, particularly Clacy had 20 points, was 7 of 12 from the floor, and AD was 5 of 9 shooting as well. We talked about how great Ava Henson has been this year. What was it like to see 2 of your other guards come to life on Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, it's needed. Once again, Ariel's put in a role to be the point guard, and when you lose a very good player in Lauren James, LJ, it's tough shoes to fill. And Ariel's been a great role player her whole career for me, and putting her in a spotlight as the point guard, you got to have a learning curve for her, and that's where we're at. Clacy, she had a breakout game and is much needed as a shooting guard. She's been shooting well in practice, and comes game time, just the ball hadn't dropped for her. And I thought the starting 5, they played a lot of minutes. But it was a very competitive game, and once again, it was good to see Ariel and Clacy step up, and Ava's been consistent all year, and that's been good for us.
How important do you think this, I know it wasn't a very long break, but how important do you think this Thanksgiving break was for your team?
Oh, I think it was huge. I totally believe in mental rest in my coaching. I believe in time off. I also believe that my players need to take ownership in their development and their conditioning. So if we're sluggish, I didn't see it in the last 2 days of practice. I saw a lot of energy. I saw a lot of fresh play and mental stuff. I believe in the rest part. With Taylor's, Westgate's, situation, I know the rest had to help her. Clacy's, status too helped her. But we'll see. I mean, you can practice all you want. It's totally different when it comes to game time conditioning. So we'll see what it looks like tonight. But I feel confident that the girls are going to work hard tonight.
Let's talk about your opponent, Huntington. They're one of the other 4-team tie, along with you, Spring Arbor and Bethel, that are 0-2 in the league at the bottom of it. But you obviously play 2 of the best teams, not only in the league, but in the entire country, in Marion and IWU to start. New look for Huntington a little bit with no Lori Culler on the sidelines. First, she's retired after 36 years of leading her alma mater at Huntington. How different do you think it's going to not be to see her down on the other end of the sideline tonight? Oh,
for sure. Lori's a legend. I mean, we're not only coaching competitors, but we're friends. Even when I used to be an athletic director at Bethel, being in AD meetings, administrative duties, and national conventions. And so, I consider Lori a good coaching friend in this business. When you hear of Huntington, you think of Lori. She's been in that school for how many years? You said 36, and I'm not sure how many years of that she's been the athletic director. She's very involved. She loves Huntington University, I think they did a great job hiring Marcy and then just kind of Darby there. And I just think Joanne's still there, so Joanne's also a well-known name, Joanne Green. Lori's one of those that you have to respect. In this day and age, people don't stay at one job very long. I can't even say I have done. I've been at four different spots coaching, and all 4 jobs have been a blessing and opportunities called upon, and I pray about it and just feel like it was time that God was moving me. But Lori's been in one place the whole time, which is remarkable.
Jody, thanks for the time. Good luck against Huntington tonight.
Hey, thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
And now for tonight's starting lineup. First for the visitors from Huntington, starting at forward, the 5'10" sophomore, number 20, Allie Vaughn. Starting at guard, the 5'10" senior, number 22, Ava Drake. Starting at guard, the 5'8" freshman, number 23, Laudel Miller. Starting at guard, the 6' senior, number 24, Connor Gimler. Starting at guard, the 5'4" sophomore, number 32, Gabby Melby. Coached by Darby Morgan, assisted by Paige White and Joanne Green. And now, fans, on your feet for the starting lineup for your Taylor Trojans. Starting at guard, a 5'7" from North Eastern Indiana, number 4, Ariel Dale. Starting at guard, a 5'7" from Westview, Indiana, number 22, starting at guard, a 5'8" junior from White Virginia, number 24, Tracy West. Starting at forward, a 6'1" junior from Marion, Indiana, number 43, Taylor Westgate. And starting at center, a 6'4" senior from Seward, Nebraska, number 55, Gretchen Ball. And Trojans are coached by Jody Martinez, and this is by Matthew Wide.
So the Trojans going with their regular starting lineup that we've seen for most every game outside of a couple here out of the 8 they played coming in. It's the guards of Ariel Dale, Ava Henson, and Claycy West, and the 2 tall post players, the 6'1" Taylor Westgate and the 6'4" Gretchen Mall. A slight change to the Huntington starting lineup tonight. No Emily Sebo, the 5'11" junior, who had 9 points and 6 rebounds, was a preseason second-team All-League pick. As Gabby Melby, the sophomore guard transfer from the University of Tennessee at Martin, gets her first start at Huntington tonight. It's Gambrell and Mall to jump, tap to the near side in the backcourt, and Taylor wins the opening tip. They'll go from right to left with white jerseys and white shorts, purple numbers and purple letters. Gambrell read the floating pass from Dale and slapped it out of play on the far sideline. Officials tonight, the referee is Aaron Talbot. He's assisted tonight by Adam Abukar and John Toddy. Taylor 4-4, 0-2 in the league. Huntington 3-6. They're also 0-2 in league action. Foresters led by first-year head coach Darby Maggard, a fine player during her day at Belmont, one of the best players in Bruin program history. Taylor led by sixth-year head coach Jody Martinez. Off the face on the far side by Ariel Dale on the pass from West, and Taylor gives it away on their opening possession. Taylor comes in averaging almost 18 turnovers a game, and that's what did them in against fourth-ranked Indiana Wesleyan last Tuesday. Led to 31 Wildcat points in their 4-point win. Gambrell pulls from the right elbow and swishes home a short jump shot. Gambrell coming off a career-high 19 points and 14 rebounds showing in the loss of St. Francis on Tuesday, and after the opening turnover by the Trojans, Huntington makes it pay. They lead 2-0. Near side edge. Left drive, Claycy West coming off her best game of the season on Tuesday. Dale, errant pass, tiptoes the near sideline, keeps it away from Valente Marin. Henson, the Trojans' top shooter, lobs it in, right block, double team. Westgate steps through a double lefty shot, spins off the rim. Gambrell boxes around, and here comes Huntington from left to right, clad in green. Valente Marin, the point guard out of Carmel, Indiana, flips it far side to Deja Drake. Gambrell's got the only points of the game so far. It's a 2-0 Huntington lead. Melby, right side high, runs Henson through the Gambrell screen to the left side of the lane, off the high glass, no. Slapped out of there by Mall to the backcourt, and it'll be a reset of 20. Actually, they'll do the full reset to 30 here for Huntington. Drake around the Gambrell screen, step back, free throw line, jump shot, back rim, no. Good box out by the 6'4" Mall, and it stays at a 2-0 Huntington lead as Taylor and Ariel Dale gallop from right to left in white. High post, left side Westgate, trying to overpower, almost traveled, goes baseline right to Mall, and quickly slings it out to the arc, where it's Claycy West. Picks up the bounce, far sideline Mall, can shoot the three, instead wings it up top through the hands of Dale, near sideline. Saving it into the backcourt was Henson, and stolen by Melby. 2 turnovers and no points out of the first 3 possessions for Taylor as Drake goes baseline right, shimmies around Mall, and she tiptoes the baseline. Melby fakes a left side high 3, drives, right hand scoop, off the right side of the rim, no good, and it's rebounded by Westgate of Taylor. For those of you keeping track for the home game, Taylor head coach Jody Martinez goes untucked with the polo shirt tonight from the opening tip. 2:40, or actually 2 minutes and a half left to gone here in this opening quarter. Still 2-0 as the two teams have struggled to get their offenses going. Taylor's taking just one shot. They missed it. They turned it over twice. And a double-team bailout reach-in foul by Gabby Melby prevents the Trojans from giving it away for the third time in the first 4. Cracks of the basket to our left. Near sideline inbounds by Westgate. Allie Vaughn guards the inbound pass tightly. Out near midcourt and Dale. Westgate now backs her way in. Takes a lob pass at the top of the key. Wanted to go backdoor to West. Floats it right block. Maul got away and rolls it in from the right side. Trying to front the post was the shorter Gambrel, and the Trojans have gotten much better, in particular in the last couple of weeks, on their entry passes to the post to the tall Gretchen Maul. The 6'4 senior ties our game at 2, 3 minutes in. Drive and go, jump stop, swing. Drake measuring a 3 in front of the Taylor bench, and it's swished for Deja Drake, making just 29% of her three-point shots on the season. But the first one for her tonight goes. And coming in, Huntington shooting just 24% from downtown, but they take a 5-2 lead. Lacey West claps, trailing, slapping it, and not able to save it far side was Allie Vaughn, but Taylor very soft on these passes here early on, and Huntington's feasting on the short passes. Shot clock stays at 18 as Taylor attacks the basket to our left and white. Lefty drive, got into the paint. Dale tried to flip it into Maul, tapped out of bounds by Gambrel, and it stays here with Taylor. Dale tried to thread the needle to a double team to Maul. And another pesky hand in there for those wearing green. Nice cut into the paint. Westgate wraps it around a triple team to the open aerial. Dale, who ties the game at 5 with an open 3. Wonderful find from Westgate, who's coming off of career-high 7-assist game last week. So both teams, slow starts, but both teams have knocked down their first threes, and we're even at 5 here, almost halfway home in the opening quarter. Valente Marin fakes a drive, poked out of her hands to Drake. Pitching out to Gambrel, fakes a long 2. Big Euro steps in, throws it off the right side glass, and the only one home were those wearing white. Gretchen Maul scoops up her second rebound, up to the electrifying Ava Henson. Trailing Dale, they got Lacey West wide open. They find her, she pulls the trigger from 3. It's short off the front rim, off the glass, and then Dale goes up and over Deja Drake and gets whistled for the foul. First one on Dale, first one on Taylor. 5:56 is where the first quarter clock stops. And the ball game level at 5. Huntington 2 of 6 from the floor. Taylor is 2 of 4. A little late to notice the open Lacey West. Now Henson jumps in front, trying to save it on the near sideline. Goes out of bounds. Splendidly done there by Henson to read the telegraph pass by the Huntington guard, Melby. And now she's making life difficult for Melby, who's making her first Huntington start of the night. Vaughn just inside the high left side arc. Does not use a dribble, kick side. Melby got open for a couple off-ball screens, and she swishes a right side 3 ball. 2 of 2 start from three-point range goes Huntington. Melby at 29%. And both she and Drake have knocked in their first long ones of the night, and Taylor back down by 3. Henson between the circles, gives off to the cutting Lacey West in tight quarters. Far sideline Dale, who tied the game at 5 with her first basket. Off-target pass, and they couldn't work it into Westgate. And coming in quickly for the Trojans is Jillian Oswald. Replaces Dale, who's coming off of one of her better offensive showings last Tuesday at IWU. 5 of 9 from the floor for 14 points. Now going over the defensive assignments with Taylor head coach Jody Martinez. 8-5 the Huntington lead. They've led the entire way. They've never trailed. Low pass, Gambrel and Maul dive on it. Tied up, and the alternating possession here keeps it here with Huntington. A low pass into the former Old Dominion center. The 6-foot Gambrel and the 6'4 Maul both went on the parquet to go after it. Melby to deal it in with 19 to shoot. Around the screen goes Vaughn. Near side Melby fakes right. Lobs a pass in. Westgate able to get to it. Triple team. Held ball going back to the Trojans. It was Westgate on the initial defense, and then Oswald and Maul collapse to make it a triple team of torture. And Huntington gives it away for the first time tonight. And now the Foresters go to the full court press. Oswald waves the help away with the left hand. The double team comes. She finds the open Henson baseline. Tried to work it on the Maul. Poked away, got it back. Oswald bluffs the 3. Now it's West driving from the right side high. The initial look in was in the Maul. They go right block to Westgate. Double team. She finds the open Ava Henson, who misses a 3 off the front rim. It stays a 3-point Huntington lead. Henson, one of the top 3-point shooters in the entire Crossroads League, couldn't tie our game at 8. A heave of a prayer was halfway down and out but a 2-shot trip coming to the line for Lauda Valente Marin. She had that ball pinned on her right hip, then flipped it up with 2 hands. It went off the glass and almost dropped, but then rattled out. The foul was on Taylor's Clacy West, her first, the team's second. Mall exits, as we get to see Macy Woods for the first time for TU. Gambrell and Allie Vaughn both exit for Huntington. First free throw for Marin is good. It's a game-high 4-point lead here for the Forsters. Ruby Bowlen, one of the 2 subs that came in for Huntington. Second one short. Westgate able to get the miss from the Marin free throw try. They go to the front court. Newcomer is Emily Sebo. Back pass. Woods had it, but then she goes over and back over the timeline. The pass deflected by the Forsters forces the Trojans into their 4th turnover here of the opening quarter. Taylor's got more turnovers than baskets made as they trail by a game-high 4. Drake out near the volleyball line. To the top and Bowlen. And a traveling violation called against Bowlen before she could pitch it out to Valente Marin, who made a 3. Huntington shooting 43% from the floor. They're 2 of 2 from 3-point distance. Remember, the Forsters shooting just 24% from 3-point range. And they were just 15% in their loss to St. Francis last Tuesday. Oswald bounces to the front court, far sideline West. The ball reversed near side to Woods. Drake read the telegraph pass, stepped in front of Westgate, and Taylor gives it away for the 5th time here in the opening quarter. It's a 9-4 Huntington lead. Drake goes in. Her shot thwarted away by either Oswald or Woods, who are right there on the block. Huntington coming out like the much crisper team here in the opening quarter so far. It'll be Emily Sebo to deal it in with 23 to shoot. Into the starter, Melby, defended by Henson. Crossover left hand, spins back to her right. Wonderful move. Did everything except finding the rim. Hit the glass and nothing else as Westgate gobbles up her 3rd rebound for Taylor. Bluffing a right edge 3. West drives off the right side of the backboard, no good. But Emily Sebo gets whistled for the foul for Huntington. Her feet were inside the restricted area, it looked like. The Taylor bench thought that West was going to pull from 3. Instead, she put it on the deck. She'll go to the line for 2. West, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. The first one good. Ends the long scoring drought for the Trojans. They're back to within 6. Their last point had come on that Dale 3 that had tied the game at 5. West knocks down both. Again, coming off of her season high 20 points last week at number 4 Iwu. 2-point Huntington lead has been as big as 4 as we get 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Bowlen, handoff Drake, trying her hand at a second 3 off the right side of the rim. Westgate soars in for the miss for Taylor, and now the Trojans with an opportunity to take their first lead of the night. Right corner Henson, 2-hand heave up top Westgate. Tight quarters pass, right side to West. Nice screen and roll for Westgate. Triple team, spins in the paint. Right hand shot over the defender, catches the back of the rim and drops. And the Trojans tie the game at 9, our second tie here of quarter number 1. 3:03 and winding here in quarter 1, here in the first quarter. Bowlen gets it back from Valente Marin, fakes the handoff. Trying to take Westgate to the rack right side. Fadeaway mid-post right, might have been blocked. The air ball gobbled up by Oswald. Taylor looking for their first lead of the night. Pass tapped out of bounds near side by the arm sleeve of Deja Drake. And after a short breather, Connor Gambrell back in for the Forsters. And Celeste Ryman in for Huntington as well. The senior has had the highlight play of the year so far for Huntington. The game-winning 3 to beat the buzzer in the season opener against then number 24 Indiana Tech. 9-9 with 2:45 remaining here in the opening quarter. Henson as Gambrell switches out on the man-to-man defense. Back near sideline Woods. Goes baseline left. Cut off on the baseline. Double team came. Top of the key West. Trying to take Ryman to the rack. Mid-post right Westgate. Turns. Avoids the double team. Left-hand shot. Left her short. And it's rebounded by E. Sebo. Near side to Drake. Nobody guards Gambrell. She's wide open right block. And Huntington back in front. Second field goal for Gambrell. And it's a 11-9 Huntington lead with almost 2 left to go here in the opening quarter. Taylor lost Gambrell in transition. And the Old Dominion transfer made him pay. She guards Westgate here at the top of the key. Fancy dribbling from Westgate. Picks to the bounce, comes near side to Oswald. Ball knocked away, got it back, turns back to Westgate. Fires a 3 to give Taylor the lead, and she banked it in from the left edge off the glass. Westgate shooting 32% from downtown. She first tied the game at 9 and now gives Taylor the 1-point edge with a $1:45 separating us from second quarter action. Ball tapped away. Woods can't keep it away from Gambrell. Big long steps, drives, missing too strong off the glass, and Henson cleans it up for Taylor. That banked in Westgate 3-point shot has brought new life to the Trojan 5 on the floor. They go from right to left in white with Huntington defending in green in the man-to-man. Oswald on that new painted Taylor logo at midcourt. Near side Henson with Ryman defending her. Off-target pass. Westgate couldn't get to it as Gambrell poked it away. But Woods and Westgate tried to double team and Gambrell stepped through. Now on the break it's Melby. Driving, pitching back to the trailing Ryman. Swings at far corner. A high arcing three is no good. And a one-armed rebound for Westgate will be unsuccessful. That's because Connor Gambrell fouled her. First one on the 6-foot senior. And the third one against Huntington here in the opening quarter. Gretchen Mall and Ariel Dale back in for Taylor. Macy Woods and Taylor Westgate exit. Gabby Melby exits for the first time tonight. And Lauda Valente Marin is back in for Huntington. 64 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Taylor shooting 50% from the floor and 50% from three. And they're on a 5-0 run. They lead by 1, 12-11. Oswald knocked it off for Shu. She somehow got it back, spun it into the pirouetting Mall, who put it home for her second field goal. The Trojans on a 5-0 jaunt. Actually make it a 7-0 jaunt after trailing by 2, 11-9. Gambrell trying to go up and under on Mall. Did a good job to stay down, forced the block, and now it's a 5-on-4. Dale near side with a trailing Oswald. Pitch back. Here's West who trails. Open three ball off the left side and up off the very top of the backboard, and it finally rolls down after it looked like it might stay up there for days. Taylor on a 7-2 spurt. They trailed by 2, 9-7, and then 11-9. They have a 3-point lead here in the final 16 seconds of quarter one. Ryman, who as we talked about, has a knack for beating the buzzer, gives off here to Vaughn. Turns the corner with a left-hand bounce. Left block, off glass, and it's home for her first two. Taylor can get the final shot here. Near side with 3, Oswald with 2. Lets it go from mid-court, off target left. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. The Trojans close it well, and they'll take a 1-point lead to the second quarter break. A matchup of two teams looking for their first Crossroads League wins of the season. It's 14-13 Taylor over Huntington after 1 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
(14-13) is the Taylor lead as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Emily Sebo, who is playing her first game off the bench of the year. She'll inbound far side with Lauda Valente Marin, Allie Vaughn, Connor Gambrell, and Celeste Ryman to start. So 2 out of the 5 players on the floor reserves here for Huntington. They trail by 1 after trailing by 3. It's a moving screen that got Ryman free, and the guilty party is Valente Marin. First on her, and the first one against Huntington here in quarter 2. They turned it over just twice in the first. Taylor gave it away 6 times, but unlike Tuesday at Iowa, where the Wildcats just feasted on the Taylor turnovers, leading to 31 points, just 2 points of the 6 giveaways for Taylor in the first. Henson left side high. It's the starting 5 out there for Taylor. Maul, who's yet to attempt a 3 this season, but has hit a couple during her career, pestered here and gives off to Westgate. Henson, West, and Dale to round out the Taylor 5. They lob into Maul. She pinned Gambrell behind her. She missed it, got her own miss, and put it in for 2. 6 for Gretchen. Maul and the Trojans score first here in the second. Their lead back to 3. Valente Marn into Gambrell. Dale with the light double team. Gambrell spins, and she gets whistled for the travel. Moved that pivot foot as she tried to keep it away from the double teaming Ariel Dale. 2 possessions and 2 turnovers here for Huntington in the first not even minute of second quarter action. The Forsters in green with black numbers and black letters in the white trim. They defend in the man-to-man. Taylor goes from right to left in white with purple numbers and purple letters. Double team Maul, able to find a slip of space, give it off to Dale. Near side edge Westgate, hop step, got her to the free throw line. West wanted to go down a little Maul, couldn't. She finds an open Ava Henson. Her 3-point shot no good. Tapped out of bounds as Westgate thought she had it. The football team sitting across from us thought it should be staying with the Trojans. Deja Drake makes her first appearance of the second quarter, replacing Sebo. And Drake has one of the 2 made 3s for Huntington. They're led by Gambrell, who's got 4 points. Taylor led by Maul with a game-high 6. Vaughn around the Gambrell screen, runs into Maul left block on the baseline, in trouble. Tipped out of bounds by the always pesky Ava Henson. 8:41 is where the second quarter clock stops. Marin lobs it up to Gambrell, right side arc. Vaughn directing traffic with the right hand. Gambrell gets the lefty open for a long 2. It's an air ball. Marin saves it in right to Drake, who has it knocked out of her hands by West. Taylor all stood there and looked at it, and the only one to soar after it was the freshman Lauda Valente Marin. Shot clock resets to, looks like it reset to 30. Should probably go back to 20 since the ball never changed possession, so it should be at 19 instead of 29. Our producer Kinsley Rushing nodding along, and that always makes me feel better about my ideas and my thoughts. So they'll put it to 15. And Marin deals it in baseline left. Left side high, Drake defended by West. Explosive drive, bouncing near side. The lefty Vaughn fires a 3 and swished it. Third made 3 of the night for Huntington. The first one for Allie Vaughn, and that ties our game at 16. A minute and a half into the second quarter. Huntington comes in averaging 6 made 3s per game. They're halfway there here with still plenty of time to go in the second. Telegraph pass by West. Wanted to get it to Dale. Diving on the floor, Gambrell in the front court. And now it's a 2-on-1. Ryman quickly down to Vaughn, but she blew the wide open layup on what would have been a highlight reel play for Huntington. Stame still level at 16 as West goes from right to left. Right block Maul beats her man down the floor through contact. Couldn't get the roll. Gambrell tapped it in. Drake able to rebound it for Huntington. The Forsters from left to right in green looking for their first lead in some time after Taylor took it a 12-11 lead on a banked-in 3 ball. Gambrell straight away. Bluffs goes to the right side. Show and go drive. Off glass, home and 1. Second basket of the quarter for Huntington. The foul goes against Taylor's Taylor Westgate. Her first, and the first on Taylor here in quarter 2. A 5-0 run here for Huntington to start the quarter off. Gambrell to the line, 62% on the year. Front rim, glass and home to complete the and 1. She's got a game-high 7, and Taylor down by 3 here in the second quarter, 19-16. Light backcourt pressure put on by the Forsters. In the middle is Westgate, steps across the newly painted logo at midcourt. Far side Dale trying to avoid being trapped by Celeste Ryman. Now the double team comes, gives off to Westgate. Turns and fires a 3 off the left side of the rim. And beating 2 Taylor players to the ball was Allie Vaughn. Maul slipped. And it looks like they're going to get her for the foul. It is on Gretchen. Her first and the team's second. Macy Woods in to replace Maul. Woods, the 5'9" sophomore out of Plainfield, Indiana. It's a 6-2 spurt here for Huntington, and they've scored 6 in a row after Taylor got the first 2. Vaughn drives, cut off on the left block by Woods. Valente Marin trying to shake away from Dale, got the help, but too much of a help on the moving screen by Connor Gambrell, and that's her second. Second one on her, and she will exit here in place of Ruby Bowlin. Gets an explanation from our official, John Toddy. And now there's some confusion on what defense Huntington wants to run. First-year head coach Darby Maggard was talking to the official, John Toddy, trying to get an explanation on the Gambrell offensive foul. And the whistle blew, and Huntington went back to the three-quarter court press. 3 minutes into the second quarter, Taylor down by 3, trying to stop this 6-0 Forrester run. West on the handoff from Westgate. Now to Henson at the top. Looked into Westgate, couldn't get it to her. Woods looks that way as well. One dribble, couldn't fire it in. Now it's a Dale pass to the left elbow. Westgate with 2. Power spin move. Left hand strongly off the glass. And home. TU back to within 1 on the first second quarter bucket by Westgate. She's got 7 to lead the Trojans in that scoring category. Aggressive baseline drive, Drake. Left side, one-hand whip. A 3 is off the right side and no good from Martin, and rebounded by Taylor Westgate. Up the floor, West beating everybody down the floor, but her shot is deleted off the glass. Wonderfully tracked down by the 6-foot Bowlin. Still a 1-point Huntington lead. Quick ping passing, they find Deja Drake up top. Bowlin claps for it and gets it. Turns and faces the basket, going to give off to Ryman. Drives left hand through the bump. Somehow spun it from the left side of the glass home. A real aggressive move there by the sophomore Ruby Bowlin, and the Huntington lead back up to 3 at 21-18. She spun that one in from her armpit and just serpentined it off the left side glass. Dale, couple dribbles, far side edge, West lobs it in to Westgate. Stepped through the double team, got taken down, looked for a foul, no call. Deja Drake running the break for Huntington. They've got a 5-on-4 advantage. Drake cut off by Dale, got into the air. They spin it to Celeste Ryman, who's open for a 3, missed it. And Woods is the only one home for Taylor underneath the hoop. Woods up the far sideline to the trailing Dale. Near side Westgate, 3 over Bowlin. Oh, halfway down and out. Good nose for the ball, though, by Taylor's Macy Woods. And now Dale left block. We're trying to get to the left block from the left sideline. Westgate was right there to set the screen, but Dale picked it up. Low bounce pass to Woods. West might have to do it herself with 6 to shoot. Left side drive, stops. Little short shot, no good, but she got fouled on the take with 4 seconds to shoot. Foul is on Allie Vaughn of Huntington, her first and the third one on the Foresters here in quarter number 2. Logan Rouse makes her first appearance of the night for Huntington. Gabby Melby in for the first time in the second quarter. Those two replace Allie Vaughn and Celeste Ryman. 2 free throws for Clacy West. That's where her only 2 points of the night have come from. And now all 3. This to draw Taylor to within 1 with 4:51 separating us from halftime. A swish from West. She's 4 of 4 from the stripe. She'll exit in place of Jillian Oswald. So for Huntington, they have Bowlin in the front court, along with the now point guard Gabby Melby. Lauda, Valente, Marin. The newly entered Logan Rouse and Deja Drake. Double team here on Bowlin. Whips it with a right-hand pass. Marin, nice crossover, got down the right middle of the lane, but she left the right hand short. Mull got the rebound and then got slapped on the forearm. Foul on Rouse, her first and number 4 on Huntington. With 4:37 left to go in the second quarter, one more is going to put Taylor in the bonus for the rest of the opening half, trailing 21-20. Light pressure, now Malby cuts off Dale. Here comes the half-court trap. She throws it over, Dale does to Woods. Far sideline, Oswald drives inside the arc, spins it back, lobs it into Mall, right block. Through contact, Drake was the one to block it. Woods almost fumbled it away, then throws it away as Melby stepped in front of Henson. Up the near sideline comes Melby with 4 minutes left to go. Oswald steps in and bangs with Rouse and gets called for the foul. First on Jill, third one on Taylor here in the quarter. The Trojans have turned it over just twice here in this second quarter after giving it away 6 times in the first. But they find themselves on the wrong side of a 21-20 score. Bowlin, baseline, whips it near side to Melby, defended by Henson. Left side screen, hesitation, right hand floater, air ball. Woods underneath with another rebound for Taylor. Good opening half for Woods with 3 boards. Dale trying to give Taylor the lead. Wants to go to Mull. Shorter defender right underneath, and Mull feasted on it. Went right up and over Marin like her little sister. 8 points for Mull, and the Trojans regain a 1-point lead. Mull, the tallest player in the arena. Bowlin a 3, left side no, and Dale comes crashing in to gather in the miss for Taylor. 1 point Trojan advantage at 22-21. 3:35 and winding here in the second. Dale caught in traffic. Woods had it poked away from her. Marin tried to save it, couldn't, deflected off of Woods, got it and got bumped by Rouse to keep the Taylor possession. Nobody guards Oswald. It goes right down Main Street. Nice dump off the Maul, and one coming for the senior. A wonderful find from Oswald as the gates open right down Main Street. 6 in the quarter for Maul. She's our first player in double digits. Ecebo back in for Huntington, replacing Bowlen, who picked up the foul. And also checking back in Vaughn to replace Rowles. That's the 5th one against Huntington. Comes with 3:21 to go in the second. So Taylor's shooting free throws from here on out. Maul at 52%. Gets the roll off the front rim to complete the and one. 7 of her 11 points have come here in the second quarter. She's 5 of 7 from the floor. And the Trojans have a game-high lead of 4 at 25-21. Both teams in search of their first Crossroads League win of the season. Both come in 0-2. Melby open right corner 3. Missed it off the front rim. Nice offense rebound down low. It was a miss up by Ecebo. And a travel on the near side by Melby as she saw open court to drive. Huntington now 3 of 10 from three-point range. Neither team shooting the three ball particularly well here on this Wednesday night. 3 minutes left to go here before halftime. Taylor has outscored Huntington 11-8 here in the second stanza, and they lead by 4. Dale picks up the dribble, trying to find an outlet, wraps it in the middle of the floor, and Henson. Defended by Drake. She's got a sliver of space right to the rack, but too strong by Henson. And Maul draws the offensive foul, or the loose ball foul here against Emily Sebo. Thought they might get Maul on that one, but she used her 6'4" length and tapped the ball to herself. Second one on Sebo. That's got the folks in green disagreeing vehemently. And Maul should be shooting free throws here since the Trojans are already in the bonus. Sebo exits, the preseason second-team All-League pick. And Bowlen comes in to spell her, 6-foot sophomore out of Lima, Ohio. And Maul back to the line for 2. Just completed an and one earlier, taking her time, and might have taken a little too much time as that one strong off the heel. That was the first miss from the line tonight by the Trojans. And now Westgate and West were summoned away from the score symbol. Now they come back. Maul makes the second. 8 of her 12 here in the second. Maul exits along with Henson. West and Westgate back in for Taylor. It's a 5-point Taylor lead, 26-21, their biggest lead of the night. As the Trojans currently on an 8-0 spurt, flipping a 3-0 deficit into this 5-point advantage. Bowlen, two-hand pitch out to Marin. Whips it far side Melby. She tiptoes on the far sideline. Oswald defends the Taylor man-to-man. Vaughn drove, and Woods cut her off. Bowlen, one-hand flip to Valente Marin. One of the long two. Bounces it back into Bowlen. No-look dish to Drake, whose reverse layup is good from left to right. Wonderfully done by Deja Drake. Her first points since a 3 in the opening quarter. And the Foresters back to within 3 with 2:10 to go in the second quarter. Westgate was the intended target. Good read by Valente Marin, who jumped up and intercepted the pass. Show and go, right-hand drive. Wonderfully done by the freshman from Carmel, Indiana. 4-0 spurt for Huntington, and just like that, the Foresters back to within 1 with a $150 separating us from half. Oswald picks up the bounce. Denying the handoff there was Vaughn for Huntington. West pops as an outlet up top. Lefty drive with Drake defending her. 10 to shoot now, 9 and 8. Dale, free throw line, Westgate. Mid-post right, spins back to her left hand. The patented move, dances on the back rim and drops. 9 for Westgate. That stops the 4-0 run by Huntington. And Taylor's lead back to a full possession at 3, 28-25. 80 seconds separating us from recess. Bowlen pitched it away to nobody, and then nobody wants to pick up the ball. Bowlen can't pick it up, and she finally was able to relay that message to Vaughn. Drive and kick Melby. Open look at 3 off the left side of the rim and nothing else. Melby made her first 3 of the night, has missed her last 2 since. And another first half rebound for Macy Woods. Low bounce pass, Dale able to gather it in. Cannot find the edge on Valente Marin. Free throw line Wood trying to whip it to West. They couldn't get it to her. They've got Oswald open in the corner. They get it to her. 13 to shoot. Off target pass. Westgate gathers it in. Pulls from 10 feet. Back rim long. Dale rips it down. She's tied up with Melby. And the possession error keeps it here with Taylor. That's the third offensive rebound of the first half for Taylor. Dale exits Henson back in. Valente Marin exits for Huntington, and Ryman takes her spot. 22 seconds between game and shot clock. 42 seconds to play in the quarter. That's the second quarter. And nobody guards West down low. Westgate found her and laid it in easy. First field goal of the night for Claycy West. Good find for Westgate. And the Trojan lead back up to a game-high tying of 5. About 4 seconds between game and shot clock. Melby trying to use Ballin as a screen. Does not use Vaughn here. Thought about pulling from 15. Whips it too high for Ballin, and it ends in the bench to Joan McKim, who's not playing tonight for the Trojans. At the end of the bench with her freshman classmate Ainsley West and the most popular girl on campus. That's, of course, manager Lily Moore. Shot clock turned off with 15 to go before recess. Taylor should take the lead to the break. They lead by 5. They can hold for the final shot. It's got 9 seconds remaining in the quarter. Backdoor cut, ball tapped. West got it back with 5. Trying to find a corner, and she draws a defensive foul on the push by Gabby Melby. The second on the guard, and the clock stops in the second with 3.3 seconds left. Lauda Valente Marin comes in to get Melby. She, along with Gambrell and Sebo, have got 2 fouls in their name for those wearing green. West, first free throw, good. 1 more to come. She's got 7 points and really starting to find her shooting rhythm here the last 2 games. Second one short. Westgate taps it to herself with 2. Back to West. Right-hand shot off the glass. Spins off. And that's how the first half comes to a close. The Trojans had an opportunity to push that lead to 8. They'll settle for a 6-point lead at recess here over Huntington. 2 teams trying to snap 2-game losing skids and look for their first league win of the year. To the break we go. Taylor on top of Huntington. 31-25. We're back with the BSN Sports Halftime Report next here on the Trojans Sports Network.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits. What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria. It's our taste.
Back inside Odell Arena, this is the BSN Sports Halftime Report at the break. It is Taylor leading Huntington 31-25. Both teams trying to snap a 2-game losing skid, and also, most importantly for them, besides the 2 losses in a row, they're trying to pick up their first Crossroads League win. Taylor shot the ball at 41% in the opening half. They shot 46% in the opening quarter. That dipped to 38% in the second. They were just 2 of 9 from three-point range, including missing all 3 of their tries in the second. They went 7 of 9 from the free throw line for 78%. On the other side for Huntington, they were 33% from the floor. They were 3 of 10 from 3, and they were 2 of 3 from the stripe. Taylor played 7 players in the opening half, and all of their points came from 4 of their 5 starters. Gretchen Mall led the way with a game-high 12 on 5 of 7 shooting. She was also 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 9 for Taylor Westgate, just 4 of 10 overall, 1 of 3 from downtown. 7 for Clacy West. She did most of her damage from the free throw line, going 5 of 6 and having a 2-point basket. 3 points for Ariel Dale on a 3 in the opening quarter, and that was it for Taylor scoring. Ava Henson, who comes in as one of the best shooters in not just the Crossroads League, but in the entire country at 50%, both from the floor and from 3, was 0 of 3 in the half, no points, and also had 2 turnovers. Jillian Oswald and Macy Woods each played in the opening half, 10 minutes, but neither of those young ladies scored for Taylor. Woods let her impact be felt on the rebounding side. She had 4, tied for second most by a Trojan in the opening 20 minutes. On the other side for Huntington, they had all but 2 of their 25 points scored by their starters, 7 by Connor Gambrell, who played us 11 minutes after picking up her 3rd personal foul. 5 apiece for Allie Vaughn and Deja Drake, 3 aside for Laura Valente Marin and Gabby Melby, and 2 points for Ruby Bowlin off the bench. Playing but not scoring in the first half, Celeste Ryman, Emily Sebo, and Logan Rowles. Rebounding went to the Trojans. They out-rebounded Huntington in a big way, 21-12, thanks to 8 by Taylor Westgate, the 4 from Mall, and the 4 from Woods. Top rebounder in the first half for Huntington was Drake, who had 4 from her guard spot. Taylor assisted on 8 of their 11 baskets, 3 of them from Jillian Oswald. 5 on 10 hoops for Huntington, 2 apiece by Vaughn and Drake. Taylor turned it over 9 times in the opening half, just 3 times in the second. That led to 4 Huntington points. Just 5 giveaways for the visitors. Just 1 point for Taylor off of the giveaway. Taylor had the advantage in points in the paint, 18-10. Second chance points went the way of Taylor, 6-3, thanks to an offensive rebounding advantage of 4-3. Fast break points, 4-0 in favor of Huntington. And the Huntington bench had the edge over the Taylor bench at 2-0. Taylor's biggest lead is the one they have right now of 6 points. Huntington's biggest lead in the first half was 4. We had 4 ties, and we had 3 lead changes. When we come back, we have second half action from here inside Odell Arena. At the break, it's Taylor 31 and Huntington 25. This has been the BSN Sports Halftime Report, and you're watching and enjoying Taylor women's basketball on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
We're about a minute away from second half action from here inside Odell Arena, which has been deemed by the always spectacular Orlando Faulkner of your 11th ranked Taylor volleyball team, the nightmare on Reed Avenue. Well, Orlando, Coach Luthi, and the rest of the crew, they're out in Sioux City, Iowa, getting ready to open up national tournament play tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern time. They'll take on Bethel with an opportunity to end the Pilots' season after they fell today in 3 to fourth-ranked overall Corbin. First time in over a decade that the Taylor volleyball team is in the national tournament. They even won the costume contest last night with what they're going to wear for Silent Night coming up a week from Friday. So they've already got one victory under their belt. They're trying to pick up one tomorrow, one Friday, and then one Saturday when they get into the knockout stage and all that good stuff. So we wish the volleyball Trojans the best of luck against Bethel tomorrow, then Corbin on Friday. Both are 5 o'clock first serves. And if you can't make it to Sioux City, because it's kind of far away if you're like us here in Indiana, we've got you covered. We've got a watch party tomorrow over in the Cornwall Auditorium inside the Kessler Student Activity, or excuse me, we're in the Kessler Student Activity Center over in the Luther Boren Center. I'm getting all my centers mixed up. In the Elbow, the Stew, the building of many nicknames over there. We've got you covered tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. So if you can't make it, you don't want to pay the $10 because paying for things is dumb, as we know. We've got you hooked up tomorrow, 5. Go Trojans against Pilots. Huntington with the ball and a kicked ball on a pocket pass try here for Lauda Valente Marin. It's the 5 starters out here for Huntington to start as they're down by a game high of 6, 31-25. Vaughn, Drake, Gambrell, and Melby to round out the starting 5. Nice drive and go. And then a shot is deleted by Gretchen Mall as Gabby Melby made a poor decision. Henson drives, open, Clacy West, the reball. And West is as cool as the other side of the pillow. A huge block from Mall and a 3-ball from Clacy West, and the Trojans start quarter number 3 off in a big way. They lead by 9. Gambrell fakes the handoff from 15, drives, runs into Dale. Second block in the row from Mall, going straight up. And now Dale chucks it up the floor near side to Clacy West. Holds it over her head, one-hand receive. Westgate used the dribble to gather in, can't do it again. Flings it cross-court. Henson, who did not make a shot in the opening half. Spins to Dale, off to Westgate, sets her feet, drives. Got to legal logo, extra step through the greatness, no good. And there's another foul on Connor Gambrell. This will be the 3rd on her. And the first one on Huntington here in the 3rd quarter. Celeste Ryman makes an early 3rd quarter appearance to replace Melby. So Melby's the one that's got the 3 personal fouls, not Gambrell like we thought in the first half. That got switched at the break. So they're going to relay that over to the Huntington bench. Westgate waiting to shoot her free throws. First trip to the line tonight for the second team All-League pick from a year ago. Short off the front rim. Westgate shooting 58% from the stripe here in her junior season. The second one, off the back of the rim, too strong. Good box out by Gambrell. And here comes Huntington the other way, looking for their first points of the third. They trail by a game-high 9. Drake, near side to Vaughn, defended by Westgate, who gives her room. Vaughn picks it up and bounces off to 20 feet away in Gambrell. One-hand pitch out, Ryman. Jab step, Henson went under the screen, but Ryman leaves the three-point shot from the left edge short. Westgate gathers in the rebound for Taylor. It's her 9th of the night, and that leads the game in that category. Sets the right side screen for Dale. Switching on to her is Drake. Screen and roll, pass thrown behind Westgate and stolen by Ryman for Huntington. Those in green galloping from right to left. Back to Vaughn, Ryman wide open, passes an open look at 3. She shimmers her way into the paint, down to the cutting Vaughn, through contact, no good, and there's the 10th rebound for Taylor Westgate. Dale quickly up the floor, only green in front of Ava Henson. She hits the brakes and waits for reinforcements. As Taylor head coach Jody Martinez barks out instructions here 2 minutes into the third quarter. Right elbow pass, Westgate, good read from Vaughn. Then she turned around and hit West. Got the ball, fires over Marin, high arcing 3, no good. Through the hands of someone for Huntington, off of Westgate and into Huntington's Gambrell's hands. Taylor with an opportunity to get another second chance point, but they couldn't capitalize. Gambrell left elbow extended, drives through a couple of different pesky Trojans, turns around and looks for a foul after she missed it off the right side of the backboard. She might have had a case as she had 3 different Trojans poking at the ball. Dale picks up her bounce, defended by that 6-foot Gambrell. Looking for help, Gambrell knocked it away, and then Taylor takes a desperation timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout as nobody came to give an outlet to Ariel Dale. We'll take a 30-second stoppage. Taylor up by 9 early on here in the third.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Macy Woods enters for Taylor. The Trojans and Taylor Westgate. No change to the 5 on the floor for Huntington. TU has scored the only 3 points of our third quarter. Woods has got to get it in quick. Flings it backcourt to Dale, where she's guarded by Valente Marr, the freshman out of Carmel, Indiana. Dale, left-hand drive, stops and goes left edge Woods. Fires it into Mall, off-target pass. Gretchen gets it back, pitching back to Dale. Double team spins, turns and throws off the glass, no good. Gretchen there to clean it up, couldn't get it. It's deflected off the glass. Mall deflected it off of Gambrell, and it's going to stay here on this end with Taylor. Taylor's almost doubled up Huntington in rebounding tonight, 26-14, including 4-3 on the offensive glass. Lacey West to deal it in, lobs it into traffic. Mall snatches it away. 15 to shoot out to Dale. Shimmies her way to the left elbow, bouncing back to Henson, looking for an edge, drives right in and puts it in with a right hand, and a foul for Ava Henson. A pretty thrilling way to get your first bucket of the night as Henson went darting in from the perimeter left. Taylor gets their first double-figure lead of the night. And the foul is against Valente Marr in her second. Henson, no doubt about that, knocks down the freebie. Ava, an 87% free throw shooter here in her junior season. The Trojans have built the lead up to 12 at 37-25, 3 minutes in. And a traveling violation called against Allie Vaughn. She had an extra step on Taylor's Macy Woods. First turnover of the second half for Huntington. And now they turn up the three-quarter court pressure. Dale far sideline, back to the middle and Henson. To the trailing Woods, across the timeline to West. Double team trailing, steps through, trying to keep it away from trouble, does. Low bounce pass, it bounced into the hands of Mall. They leave the dangerous Ava Henson open, and it's a 6-0 Ava Henson run. This one with a straightaway 3. 50% from three-point range is Henson, and that's the last person that Huntington wanted to leave that open. So Taylor has come shot out of a cannon here in this third quarter on a 9-0 run, and then a floating bank-in layup from Ryman gets Huntington on the board for the first time here in the third. 40-27, the Taylor lead now after the 6-0 individual run by Henson. An old school three-point play and then one from downtown. Low pass, almost stepping over the line at midcourt was Woods. Nice job by West, and then she got hit on the hands by Allie Vaughn. Second one on Vaughn, the third one on Huntington here with 6:06 remaining in the third. Westgate back in for Taylor, taking the spot of Maul. Henson, Westgate, Westdale, and Woods, with Woods the only non-starter on the floor right now for head coach Jody Martinez. Westgate takes a sideline inbounds. Valente Marin wanted to poke it away. She finds the cutting West, who puts it in over Drake for two. Excellent find from Westgate to West, and the Trojan lead is at the biggest it's been all night at 15, 42-27 in another dominating third quarter. Vaughn has her pocket picked. She dives on the floor and losing it out of bounds, and back to those wearing white. Emily Sebo enters for the first time here in the third, replacing Deja Drake. She's out there with Celeste Ryman, Connor Gambrell, Lauda Valente Marin, Allie Vaughn, and Emily Sebo to round out the Huntington five. Some light pressure. They go to the half-court trap. Dales has used her dribble, now does. Caught in the far side corner near midcourt. Lobs it up high to West, who goes and gets it. Turns and faces the near side of the floor. Woods tees up a three, got blocked. To the baseline, rebounded by Henson. She spins it to Clacy West, whose three is short. Henson sets her feet, but as she did, she stepped on the baseline. And they're trying to save it as West was wide open for days since she left the three-point shot short. Clacy would like to have that one back for sure. But it's all Taylor right now here in this third quarter. They've outscored Huntington 11-2. Gambrell backing down Woods, gets called for the travel on the switch as Gambrell can't believe it. Woods and Westgate switched on the ball screen, and Woods, who gives up 3 inches to Gambrell, did a good job to stay right in her spot and force the travel. 8th turnover by Huntington here tonight. Woods almost traveled. Good job by Vaughn to step in front and cut off Dale, the intended target. Behind the pass, West dumping down Westgate. Little jump shot, back rim home. Third Trojan in double figures is Taylor Westgate, and the Trojans have opened up a 17-point lead here in the third, leading 44-27. First third quarter showing for Jillian Oswald replaces Ariel Dale. And after playing in just the second quarter in the first half, Logan Rouse early on here in the third to spell Allie Vaughn. 13-2, the Taylor advantage here in the third quarter. They've got a game-high lead of 17. Sebo catch and shoot three, right side, swish for the 25% three-point shooter. Was fading away, but got it to go, and maybe that can start turning things around here for Huntington as the Foresters now trail by 14, 44-30. 4.5, Westgate, power move, just abusing Gambrell to the rack. 13 for Westgate, quickly answering the three on the other end by Huntington. Sebo, that's Sebo, defended by West, around the Gambrell screen. Back to the screener, right elbow, drive, head fake. Sure shot sent away by Westgate. Gambrell gets it back, goes baseline, tucks, shimmies, and reverses it home from the left side. First second half scoring for Connor Gambrell. She's got 9, and the two teams starting to trade punches here in this half, in the third quarter. 46-32, the deficit here for Huntington. Nice drive, West around the defender on the feed from Westgate. 7 in the quarter for Clacy West. She's got 14, and the Trojans lead 48-32 with 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Gambrell turns outside the arc. Step back, right elbow extended, jump shot clean. Nicely done by Connor Gambrell. First Huntington player in double figures, but the Huntington deficit still 14, down 48-34. 3:20 remaining in the third. Oswald trying to shake away from the defender, Valente Marin. Almost poked it away from Henson. Now Sebo defends. Henson's got Sebo on skates. Floats to the corner to Woods. Bullets one down. Left block Westgate. And she banks it in around Gambrell. 15 for Taylor Westgate on 7 of 13 shooting. Another double-double for her to go with her game-high 10 boards. An excellent third quarter here by the Trojans. Nice floating banker home by Lauda Valente Marin. 5 for her. The Trojan lead is down to 14 at 50-36. Top of the key, Westgate bluffs the 3. Gambrell bit for a moment. No look whip out to Oswald. Ryman poking at it. Oswald picks it up. Bouncing baseline right. Westgate skipping far side. Ball tapped out of bounds by Emily Sebo. Deja Drake back in for Huntington along with Ruby Bowlin. Bowlin played some good minutes in that first half after Gambrell got in foul trouble. Woods back to the baseline, inbounder West. Fakes and drives on Drake. Open, Henson, right side 3 got bumped. There's no foul, but it's rebounded by Westgate, her 11th. Throws it into a double team. West tapped it to herself. Her shot was thwarted away by Deja Drake as the Taylor bench looks for fouls that do not come from any which way to Sunday. 2:10 left to go in the third. Jumping, skipping, scooping, missing was Sebo, and now Henson starts the break for Taylor. Near side to Oswald, drives right around Valente Marin, heaves it up wildly. West came in and knocked out of the hands of Drake, as it looked like Oswald was looking to try to get the foul instead of trying to score. Ariel Dale back in for Taylor to replace Claycy West. So it's Westgate, Dale, Henson, Oswald, and Woods. The last two, Oswald and Woods, the only 2 non-starters out there for Taylor. Valente Marin, Sebo, Drake, Bowlin, and Vaughn. 3 of their 5 starters out there for Huntington as well. 1:45 remaining in the third. Huntington trailing by 14. They trail by as many as 17. Off-ball foul, moving screen against Allie Vaughn, her 3rd. And that's number 4 on Huntington here in the third stanza. Taylor has not been called for a foul yet here in this quarter. Trojans have outscored Huntington 19-11 in the frame. And they're shooting the ball wonderfully at 50%, 8 of 16 from the floor. Oswald to run the show. Far side high Henson. Double team does not use her dribble. Whips it between the circles to Dale. Near side Oswald, defended by the 6-foot Bowlin. Nice drive, stepping in and spinning it with a right-hand finger roll as Oswald. Got into the body of Bowlin to make sure that she didn't block her shot, and the Taylor lead up to 16. Valente Marin drives, and Taylor gets whistled for a reach-in. Trey Wood, the Taylor football player across from us, wants the foul on the floor. And I think he'll get it. It's the reach-in foul on Taylor Westgate, her 2nd. Gambrell back in for Huntington, replacing whom? It'll be Bowlin. Foul is on the floor, and the shot clock stays at 24. Valente Marin to deal it in near baseline. Into Vaughn, right block, couldn't shake away from Woods. 18-footer, pulled, Gambrell, rattles that one in. 6 in the corner for Connor Gambrell, the top offensive threat tonight for Huntington. She's got 13. The next closest player is Vaughn with 8. But Taylor doing a good job of keeping Huntington at arm's length. Their lead down to 14 with less than a minute to go here in the third. Gambrell defending Dale. Far sideline pass to Woods. Top of the key to Oswald. Faked right, couldn't go left. Lobs it in, high post, left side Westgate from 8 feet off the glass and nothing else. A bad miss from Westgate, and Gambrell rebounds. About 13 seconds between game and shot clock. Woods came in, back tapped it, saved it in. Going in, Sebo missed it, and she banged into Westgate. 3rd one on Westgate, and now the Taylor faithful giving the referees an earful. The 3rd on the top scorer and rebounder in the ball game tonight. Taylor Westgate of the Trojans. Henson out, West in for Taylor. Valente Marin exits for the Forsters as Gabby Melby makes her first appearance since early on in the third after she picked up her 3rd personal foul. First free throw hangs on the front rim and drops for Emily Sebo. All 4 of her points have come here in this third quarter. She's trying to draw Huntington to within 12, and she does. Makes them both. And about 5.5 seconds between game and shot clock. Taylor will have to give the ball back here. They lead by 12. They've once led by as many as 17. Zone. Dale saves as Gambrell tipped it. Wood spins it far side. Oswald on the low bulleted pass on her knees. Couldn't save it and went off of her hands. Just the 2nd third quarter turnover for Taylor, but it comes at a crucial time. Huntington trying to build some momentum to the 4th. They're trailing by 12. They can hold for the final shot. They go from right to left in green. A screener on either side if Melby wants to take it. She doesn't. She'll give off to Gambrell. Wood switches on the man-to-man, out to Melby, bluffs the three with 4. Step back, good D by Oswald, poked it free, gets it back with 1, will let it go. Oh, she didn't see how much time was left, but she poked the ball away either way and prevented Huntington from making it potentially a single-digit deficit heading to the 4th. It's a 12-point Taylor lead, 10 more minutes left here from Odell Arena. Both teams looking for their first Crossroads League win of the year here from Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Back inside Odell Arena, final quarter of play as Taylor outscored Huntington 21-15 in that third quarter. They led by as many as 17. Their 12-point lead is what we start with here in the 4th. Westgate right side, hands off to Clacy West, measuring a 3 and right down the hatch for Clacy West. 10 of her 17 have come here in the second half, and she starts the 4th off with a 3-ball. And Taylor up by 15. Nice block on the other end by West as she takes away from Emily Sebo. She's outnumbered as she races 1-on-4 to the other end. Pitching back to Henson, looking Maul's way, keeps that ball up high and bullies Drake to the rack. First second half scoring for Maul, who had a game-high 12 in the opening 20 minutes. And Taylor blistering out of the break, their lead back up to that game-high tying 17, 45 seconds into the 4th. Drake weaving and pitching near side. Vaughn, the lefty, 3, back rim, nope. Only one home. Maul, her 8th rebound of the night for Taylor. Knocking on the door of another double-double. Dale, high post, left side, Westgate. Crab dribble, spins, trying to go up and under. Finds the trailing Maul. Now outside to Henson, trying to turn the corners. Gambrell comes to defend, poking at it. Right edge, West. Triple team, Westgate down low, can't get it to her. She'll fling it far side to Dale. Gathers it in, pulls the trigger and hits. Her first point since an opening quarter 3-ball. And the Trojans start with an 8-0 blistering start to the 4th. They lead by 20. And then Vaughn's shot deleted by Taylor Westgate. Lauda Valente Marin in for the first time here in the 4th, replacing Vaughn. Emily Sebo, the non-starter, out there for Huntington to start the 4th quarter off. Melby out there as well. She gets the inbounds pass, flies left side, switches a 3. Second field goal of the night, just like Dale. Her only points before that 3-ball came in the opening quarter as she lost Henson with a couple of off-ball screens. Back to within 17 are Huntington. They triple team West near side. Fights a pass through the Westgate. Wide open Dale, and she lays it in with a left hand. 8 for Ariel Dale, 5 in the 4th, and the Trojan lead back to 19. Drake drives, draws a double. Valente Marin shimmies and gets cut off by Dale. Drake measures a 3, swish in front of her own bench. Second 3-ball for her, and just like her teammate Melby, that's her first point since the opening half. 62-46, the Taylor lead. And back to the three-quarter court pressure goes Huntington. They leave West open. She's been hot from three, missing it near side. Nobody boxes out Ava Henson, and she calmly lays it in. 8 for Henson, all here in the second half. And the Trojan lead is 18, but Emily Sebo rainbows in a 3 from the other side. And after wallowing in three-point woes in the opening 3 quarters, Huntington is starting to catch fire here in the fourth. Back to within 15 after trailing by as many as 20 just a few moments ago. But now it's Henson, wide open West, right block. The Trojans bust the pressure open like a hammer on a banana. 19 for Clacy West, following up her season-high 20 on Tuesday. Drake throws up a prayer that is not answered, and it's rebounded by Maul. West almost nutmegged Drake as she tried to dribble between her legs. 66-49, the Taylor lead. Man, this place got really quiet all of a sudden. It's out to be quiet too. High middle screen, Westgate trying to get Dale free, picks it up as Gambrell comes to defend. And that 5-second almost expired. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez upset with hands planted firmly on his appropriate waist. Calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. He's got 2 30s and a full left. We've got 6:36 left to go here in the fourth. The Trojans lead by 17, 66-49 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Taylor out of the full timeout. They've got 2 30s and a full left. Huntington has yet to use a timeout. And remember, with that rule that got changed a few years ago, you can advance the ball to the front court under a minute. And a reach-in foul here against Emily Sebo as Taylor almost gave it away for the 12th time tonight. The third on Sebo, as of course E. Sebo, not Annie Sebo, her twin sister. First on Huntington, the third on E. Sebo. Maul will deal it in far side, the 6'4 center, trying to look over the jumping Gambrell into Westgate. Reverse layup, nicely done by Westgate. 17 for her. The Trojans get a good bucket out of the timeout. Their lead back to 19. On the other end, though, it's Melby who rattles in a left elbow J. 5 of her 8 have come here in the fourth, and every time Taylor trying to stretch that lead back to 20. Huntington has had the answer here so far in the fourth. Henson poked away from behind into the Taylor bench. It's out off of the Forsters. And back in for HU is Vaughn, replacing Deja Drake. Taylor has made 8 more field goals than Huntington tonight, 27-19. But the Forsters have made 1 more 3. Pass in tight quarters. Westgate tried to thread it into Henson in the near side corner. Could not as Vaughn swept it away. 19 to shoot, 6:09 remaining in the fourth. Taylor leading 68-51. Westgate got it into Maul, but then she fumbled it out of play. They'll say that Drake was the one that poked it free. Whew, judging by Gretchen's reaction, it looked like she just lost that one out on her own, but Taylor will take the gift. The Huntington folks not happy about it. As Clacy West lobs into the double team Westgate, Melby poked it away from behind. And now Vaughn in a foot race. Dale trying to get back. She taps the pass, got it to Gambrell, who laid it in. First fourth quarter scoring for Connor Gambrell, the Huntington leading scorer with 15. Draws the Foresters back to within 15, 68-53. Still plenty of time left as they go to the half-court trap, I should say, far side. Dale trying to muscle away from Milby. Near side to Henson. Maul backing, lobbing it in. Gambrell comes in and swats it away as it looked to be an easy, wide-open layup for Maul. Gambrell came out of nowhere and swatted the entry pass from Henson away. 5:39 remaining in the fourth. Taylor leading by 15. They led by as many as 20. West looking, fires it in, double team to Westgate. Bully ball, rips out to Mall, mid-post right. Fending away defenders down to Henson, right down Main Street. Layup over Gambrell, waved off as Gambrell draws the charge. A wonderful move, like the Statue of Liberty. Henson was extended so well. But waiting for her just outside the restricted area was Connor Gambrell. First one on Ava, first one on Taylor here in the fourth. Taylor wants a tie up with Gambrell, pulls from the right elbow extended, rattles halfway down and out. Maul, the tallest player in the arena, completes a double-double with her 10th rebound, and then a cheap foul called in the backcourt by Gabby Melby, her fourth. One more and her night's done as she tried to look for an elbow against Dale. 68-53, the Taylor advantage. They've outscored Huntington 37-28 here in the second half. Have had two big runs to start both the third and here in the fourth. Dale into Mall, off of her right hand, snatching away from Melby, goes down to a knee. And they're going to say that Melby was out of bounds as she tied up Gretchen Mall down low. So even though the held ball in the possession area would have given it back to Huntington, since Melby was standing out of bounds, it stays with TU with 18 to shoot. Mall was saying that her arm got tugged. It fell on deaf ears. She has it here, left elbow, holds the ball above her head, now down to her right waist. Into the paint, Westgate rips it away, power move too strong. Henson tried to get it, Westgate gets it, turns, her shot left off the left side of the rim, and Vaughn picks up the ball for Huntington. Quickly to Melby, right side, angling in, keeping it away from defenders, pulls from 8, off target right. West taps it out, but it ends the hands of Melby. Quickly spinning, Morin doesn't want to take a three for Huntington. She'll take a long two from 18 feet, no, and it's reached weak side, far side by Gretchen Mall. Two good looks there for Taylor and close that could have pushed their lead up higher. West drives, whips it far sideline. Henson measures, fires, misses it long, and hits the floor and rebounded by Vaughn. Henson just 1 of 5 from three-point range tonight. Melby over West, perimeter left. Nope, spins her off the rim. Henson tried to save it in. It goes into the Huntington bench. And Adam Abukabar will overrule Huntington and then has a couple words for one of the Huntington fans down below us. And it looks like one of those Huntington fans has just been excused from the proceedings. So he's going to miss the last 4:11 of the ball game tonight. As Emily Sebo exits for Huntington and Deja Drake back in. Well, that's the first time we see someone be excused. And it's pretty cold out there, so got to turn the heat on in the car. Westgate in the paint, left side high, Henson. Lost her dribble, gets it back, left corner, Dale open for days. Three spun off the rim. Mall goes full extension, trying to get it. It goes off of her hands as Gambrell deflected it away nicely. First miss from three tonight for Dale, and Huntington gets it back. And no, coming in to overrule the call is going to be John Toddy. It's going to stay with Taylor. Both teams 0-2 in Crossroads League play, and both have lost their last two contests. They're two of the four teams tied for 7th in the Crossroads League standings. Bulleted pass from West, too hot for Henson to handle, off target as well. The 14th turnover by Taylor here tonight. Good news for the Trojans. Huntington has not feasted on the Taylor giveaways like Iowa did last week, scoring 31 points off the 18 Taylor turnovers. Here's Melby, who's been a revelation here in the fourth quarter for Huntington. Hesitates and drives, Euro step, fell down, and she's going to the line twice. It'll go on one of 3 Trojans. If it's on Westgate, that's her 4th. And it is. They'll call it on the floor. So now Taylor Westgate, the Trojans' top scorer and the game's top rebounder. She leads Taylor in points, rebounds, and assists tonight. And the first one good from Melby from the line with one more to come. Has got to be careful or she will be watching the rest of this game from the bench. Second one from Melby, the former UT Martin player, missed it, and Westgate bullies her way in. Almost gave it away in the backcourt, able to deal to Dale. Out to the 6'4", Maul, who's out and running, but she brought the ball down too low, and Valente Marin stole it. Flipping near side, West tapped it in. They leave Drake open for a trailing three, but she can't get it home. Westgate taps, and it's going to be a foul against Huntington's Allie Vaughn. Her fourth, and it goes back to the home team. Third one on the Foresters, number 4 on Vaughn. And first-year Huntington head coach Darby Maggard unhappy with our officiating crew. Thought that should have been a foul on Westgate for going up and over Vaughn. They'll say that Westgate had the position, and Vaughn was the one that made Westgate bend at the waist. Dale drive. She's bumped from behind on Gambrell, and that's her fourth. And the fourth on Huntington with 3:04 remaining in tonight's action. So Gambrell has been a thorn in Taylor's side from the opening tip. We'll check out here in favor of Emily Sebo. Looks like they'll say that's just the third one on Gambrell, so that's good news for Huntington. Dale makes the first free throw. She's got one more to come. She tries to be Taylor's fourth different player in double figures tonight. Made the first, makes the second, and she's got 7 of her 10 here in the fourth. Gretchen Mall out, Macy Woods in for Taylor. First time we've seen Mace here in the fourth. And it's a 16-point Taylor lead with 3:04 remaining in this Wednesday night contest. Both teams 0-2 in the Crossroads League, trying to snap 2-game losing streaks as well to boot. Valente Marin back to a flare screen, far side Melby. Nice crossover, right-hand floater, league logo, air ball. Sebo on the baseline, poked away by Dale, and then right before Woods got it, mouth agape, they get Dale for the reach-in. Second on the Trojan point guard, third on Taylor here in the fourth. So Gambrell just has the 4 personal. She's out. Milby with 4. Vaughn, the lefty, left side high 3, back rim long. Woods had it poked away, and it's going to stay here. The foul on Taylor's Macy Woods. No, give it a push on Taylor's Ariel Dale. That's her third, the second one in the last few moments. And now both teams have 4 team fouls against them. Free throw shooting numbers, in case you're wondering, Taylor 10 for 14. And Huntington half that, 5 of 7. 16-point Huntington hole. Marin's got to get it in quick. Does to the near side in Vaughn. Crossover left hand, bangs, floats it back outside to Drake. To the free throw line, picks with the bounce with West defending. Hand off to Sebo up top, and she gets whistled for the travel on the Henson defense. 10th turnover of the night for Huntington. Taylor scored 6 points off the previous 9 miscues. Mall hustles to the scores table. She's back in. Dispel Woods. Dale and Westgate, the only 2 Trojans in serious foul trouble. 3 for Dale, 4 for Westgate. 4 for Allie Vaughn, 4 for Gabby Melby, and 3 for C.E. Sebo and Gambrell. Those are the foul trouble folks for Huntington. Henson double team, now uses her dribble to get away from Drake and Marin. Picks it up, floats it to West, who's open up top. Into the paint, Westgate. Open, right-hand layup, good, and one, as she was softly pushed from behind. And one coming for Westgate. That gets her to 19 on the night. The foul is on Allie Vaughn. That's her 5th and final foul of the night. So Macy Woods, the offensive-defensive substitutions coming in for Taylor. How about this stat line tonight for Westgate? 19 points, 13 boards, and 5 assists. That leads the game in each of those categories tonight, with Clacy West tying her in assists. But Westgate cannot complete the 3-point play. Taylor's lead is to 18. Melby, catch and shoot 3, might have been blocked by Henson. Trying to save it was Rouse, and she goes out of bounds. 2:05 left in the fourth. And Mall getting a workout as she is racking up the steps between the scores table and the bench with the offensive-defensive substitutions between her and Macy Woods. 2:03 and ticking here in the fourth. Taylor led by 6 at the break. They've led by as many as 20 here in the second half. West double team, looking for help. Wraps it around to Dale. Lobbing to Westgate, 3-on-1 Henson. Right-hand floater, couldn't bank her home. Mall trying to volleyball the pelter herself. She goes up and over the defender and picked it and laid it in. 16 for Gretchen Mall. The Trojan lead back to 20. On the other end, a quick layup by Lauda Valente Marin as she got an edge around Ava Henson. 7 for Valente Marin. She's had a good second half tonight here for the Foresters. It looks like Huntington's going to bring in some reserves with 80 seconds left. West lobs backside to Dale, down low. Maul catches. Drake comes up and blocks it as Maul got it and came back down to the earth. Drake weaves her way right side. A very athletic player for Huntington. Her shot partially blocked by West and rebounded by Dale. 60 seconds left to go in this one. Taylor is going to snap their 2-game losing skid and pick up their first Crossroads League win of the year. They gave number 4 Indiana Wesleyan all they could handle last Tuesday, and they've run away and hid here in the second half against Huntington. Free throw line jump shot Westgate too long. Ball tapped in the hands of Dale away from Melby. Shot clock to 20 with 43 seconds left to go in this one. Taylor leading by 18. Near side Henson. Lob was too short and Drake pokes it out of bounds. That allows the 3 Huntington subs to enter here. It's Celeste Ryman, who we've seen plenty of tonight. Janessa Hasty. The other Sebo, this is Annie Sebo. And number 5, Kyra Baker. 13 to shoot. Taylor leaves their 5 starters on the floor. Henson near side, switched on to by Hasty. Volleyball line and Dale. Shot clock down to 6 and 5. Dale picks up the bounce. Far sideline pass Westgate. Lobs it in the Maul. Got it away from Rouse, and Maul lays it in just before the shot clock expires. All 6 second-half points from Maul have come here in the fourth, and Taylor's lead back up to 20. At 76-56, shot clock turned off. Rouse thought about a 3, and she gets whistled for a travel on the right side. 16 and 12 tonight for Maul. 18 and 12, excuse me. 19 and 13 for Westgate, and 19, 2 and 5 for Clacy West. So good back-to-back scoring games for West. And Dale walks it across midcourt. The Taylor parents show their approval. And Taylor snaps a 2-game losing skid with a convincing 20-point win tonight over Huntington. Final tonight from inside Odell Arena, Taylor 76, Huntington 56. We're back with the Ivanhoe's post-game show next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria. It's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Speak.
You're not going to speak. It's going to make this interview very difficult. Hello, world. Rick Johnston, our player of the game, Taylor Westgate, and then that guy. Hello, Taylor.
Hello.
Since it's the first time you've done this year, here's the deal. You can look in that camera. You can say hi to anybody you want. And I will let you know that the volleyball team is watching from Sioux City. So
okay.
We've already shouted them out once. But if you have any friends on that team, you don't want to have them any hurt feelings going into playing basketball.
Right.
Go ahead and we'll talk about basketball.
I mean, shout out to the whole volleyball team. Love you all. Good luck. Go kill it. Yeah.
Anybody else? Just them?
If the Dunhams are watching, hello, everyone. Anybody
else? That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Everyone else is here.
That's right. You do roll pretty deep here for the home games, don't you?
Yeah.
How was Thanksgiving break for you? Was it a nice time to kind of
it was
check out?
Yeah.
Talk to me about, as well as you girls played Tuesday at Iowa, gave them probably their toughest test of the year, and then being able to carry that through the break. A rough start tonight, but then really exploding in the second half. What was that like going from last Tuesday to tonight?
Yeah, I think at Iowa we really found our chemistry together and we were able to click. And we found that intensity too, and so I think that gave us more confidence going into this game. The beginning was rough. I think we had to shake off some Thanksgiving break stuff, but other than that, I thought we connected towards the end and really did well as a team together.
What do you think led particularly to those quick starts in both the third and the fourth quarters? I mean, you and your team went on something like 2 8-0 runs to start both those quarters, and you look up and boom, you guys are knocking on the door of 20-point leads. They're really close there in the second half.
Yeah, we knew our start was rough, so in the locker room, Coach really encouraged us. We encouraged each other to go out here, play as hard as we can for 20 more minutes and see what it got us, and we did pretty well tonight.
Tonight, you finished with a game-high 19 points. Clacy West tied you, but we'll give you the nod because you're here wearing the headset. You also led the game in rebounds with 13, and you led the game in assists with 6. In your last 2 games, you have had 13 assists and 1 turnover. How's that worked for you? What's made it so easy for you?
Yeah, I think my team has done really well this year of getting open, calling for the ball, moving a lot, and I think that's worked really well for us too because Gretchen's done so well in the post, so everyone's gone in on her, and so it's given me the opportunity to pass it out and go and screen for Gretchen and get her open too, so that's really helped us a lot.
What's it been like trying to develop this chemistry with G? It's a very old school approach because everybody's spacing and shooting 9,000 threes, but you guys are going with 2 front court players at 6'4" and you at 6'1". What's it like trying to find that chemistry where both of you can play on the block, you can also stretch a little bit? What's it been like trying to find that chemistry point between the two of you?
Yeah, I think towards the beginning of the year it was a little rough, but I think we finally found that chemistry, and she's done so well this year. Like, I'm so proud of her. She's really stepped out, and I think these past couple games it's shown that our chemistry is there, and so we just need to keep working on that.
How much fun is it to get to play in this place? Obviously, it's trying to come back from Thanksgiving, but what's it like to come back and get a win here at home? You guys have played just a gauntlet of a schedule to start, so what's it like to get that first league win here tonight?
Yeah, I think it was very encouraging going into the season too. Like you said, we've had a lot of hard games, so coming in tonight and playing hard, I think that'll give us a jump start to the rest of the season.
Congratulations on the great job tonight, and good luck Saturday at Bethel.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you later. That is Taylor Westgate, our player of the game. We're going to take a quick break and come back with the head coach, Jody Martinez, next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Hello again, world. Rick Johnston, the boss man, Jody Martinez.
The boss man.
You want to look into the camera, say hi to anybody?
All my loved ones out there, Nani, Papa, my beautiful daughter, Hannah, and my son-in-law, Derek. Love, man. We don't say law. We love the law. We learned that from Nani and Papa. They never called me son-in-law. They call me son-in-love. All my former players out there that may be listening, miss them all. And
Kendall, who's in the Netherlands, it's like 4 in the morning.
She may be up. I doubt it, but if she is,
You're
forgive
just
me.
going to text us.
She's going to text me. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm listening.
No,
Like
she may go back to the archives, but hopefully she's doing well. But yeah, anyone, just alumni, and just a lot of supporters are out there.
You want to give a shout out to Luthi and the volleyball team? They're watching in Sioux City, a place that you know very well.
Yeah.
Have you given her any restaurant recommendations that you like to frequent during your time in Iowa?
Natalie's out there. So Natalie was our tour guide.
She's like the mayor of Sioux City.
Yeah, just don't go to the casino, Hard Rock there. That's only for Bethel people.
That's what they play tomorrow.
I hope volleyball just relaxes. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Just because it's a different setting and because of the word national, you still got to do the little things. The court dimensions are the same no matter where you go and play. Just go out there and, give God the glory and just play ball like you do, or play ball, volleyball. Yeah, you can say ball.
Play ball.
You play ball. Just, do what you're doing. What got you out there, and they should be fine.
5 o'clock first serve. Again, if you can't make it out there because it is far, if you want to make it up here and you don't want to pay the $10, we got a free watch party tomorrow.
Cornwall, right?
Cornwall, that's right. We tested it today, so we know how to operate things, and then we'll try to put it together tomorrow.
Yes. Go volleyball. Let's go.
Go volleyball. Let's talk about your team.
Sure.
You guys shot the lights out in the second half, 19 of 36 from the floor, and what I thought was key were those 2 quick starts to the third and fourth quarter. What led to those successes at the start of each of the quarters?
Better passing, feet set, hitting the hands and just shooting with confidence. That was the biggest thing. I felt like first half, if our shot chart was right on the bench, which I think it is, we missed 8 shots within 5 feet. So that's 16 points. Now, we're not going to be perfect, so even say you hit 4 of the 8, that's 8 points. Well, you're up 14.5 instead of just 6. And that's that's something that we have to continue to get better at in practice, which we are. I mean, the thing is, they do it in practice. What we struggle with in practice is this: we don't simulate the speed of other teams. We don't have that skill level. We work hard, don't get me wrong, but we just don't see this. And we got to figure out different drills. I'm doing research on it with guards, but we have to do a better job with the ball control. If you look at our 4 losses, the main stat was points off turnovers. Well, you look at today, we won by 20. Points off turnovers was not the factor of the game for us. So.
Yeah, rebounded Huntington by 17, 41 to 34, or 41 to 24. Taylor, Westgate, and Gretchen all out-rebounded Huntington by themselves combined. They had 25 boards tonight, 13 and 12 respectively for Westgate and Gretchen. They both had double-doubles tonight, and they seem to impose their will at times there in the second half.
Well, they're starting to play better together. People got to remember who follow us. We didn't have Westgate for the first month, and that was our whole vision this summer going into is the high-low game, spread out the shooters, and we didn't have those opportunities to practice. And so to me, we're still in October mode, even though it's December tomorrow. And that's unfortunate to say, but it is. It's reality. In terms of the half-court stuff, we still have to do better in the open court with our turnovers against the press. And I told him at halftime, I said, if I scout Taylor, I'm pressing you guys like crazy. I'm watching the 4 losses. And I'm going to simulate that because that is our weakness, and we continue to get better. So,
how did you think they did against the 3-quarter court pressure, and then they went to the half-court trap? It's something new that I don't think a lot of opponents have done against you, so it's a different type of press. Normally they picked you up the full 94 feet. They try to turn you over the backcourt. This one was kind of wait, and then boom, right when you cross midcourt.
Yeah, we worked on it yesterday in practice because they wait till the ball gets to the half-court line, and as soon as that ball comes across, not the person, the ball, the 2 closest defenders come after it, and very aggressively. And they bring everybody up. Yeah. So as you saw in the second half, we did the adjustment, and we were getting layups. And that goes to what you said earlier, we shot better in the second half. Yeah, because we hit the layups that they were giving us on their half-court press. And we did a better job passing the ball, meeting the pass, and then pivoting out of the pass to make the next pass, not dribbling. And that's something that they got to get in their head. And, we still got to do a better job with our scout. I tell them who the shooter is, and I even told them during the game she's a shooter, and next thing you know, we don't guard her, and she, of course, hits the 3 on us. But it's a work in progress. Like I said, I still feel like we're in October mode practice-wise. I think our freshmen have actually getting better, which is a great sign. Usually I don't see that till January. Hopefully we can see them play in the next 2 games. But they're getting better, and I think they can only get better when you have to guard Gretchen and Taylor all day.
Yeah.
And then you got guards that got to match up with, Clacy and Ava. And so we just got to keep working on the bench. I worked with the bench team yesterday, and Cassidy had the starters yesterday. And so that might be what we need for a while to get them development faster. But it takes time.
Let's talk about Clacy for a little bit. Had 20 points in her best shooting performance at Iowa last Tuesday. Today, shooting numbers down a little bit, but still poured in 19 points. She had 2 threes and was 5 of 6 from the line, made her first 5. What do you think's clicked these last 2 games for her? Because she's a real key thing. If you guys want to go far, everybody knows what Westgate and Mall can do, and they've shown it out and fantastically. Yeah. But they want to double them. Having an open shooter on the outside is not a bad option.
Yeah, we've been working on her mechanics. We just analyzed that her footwork is too wide, and when she steps too far into the shot and it moves the hips 3 to 6 inches, and that's what's on film, that you see it's hitting the side of the rim instead of in the cylinder. So we kind of shorten up the steps. And then we first half she was not doing what we told her to do. Second half she did, was to hold the foul through until the ball hits the rim, and then she started off hitting the threes off the bat. She still needs to get stronger. She's got a nagging injury. People that watch the game can see that she had the knee brace. Hopefully it doesn't flare up. We'll see. Christmas break's coming up. That'll be huge for her and Taylor Westgate to get healthy.
You get to go back to a place you know very well on Saturday. Do any word yet on the welcome mat that they're going to roll out for you? You just want to make sure that your jersey's properly dusted off and no cobwebs on it, right?
Sonia and I love Bethel University. It was Bethel College back in the day, but we love the school. But one time a year, I'm their enemy. They're not going to treat me like anything but dirt.
Well, that's disappointing.
I just, they'll probably,
How many records do you still have up there, like 9?
Well, like being first in the record book is only 1, I think.
Total rebounds, because you put that thing just a meteor away.
But, it's just the game's changed since we played in the 80s. They played a lot more games, and they went to 2 divisions after I graduated. 2 years after I graduated, they went to 2 divisions, and of course Bethel had a lot of success when that happened. They won like 4 national titles from that. And so, yeah, I had great teammates. I had unbelievable teammates that fed me the ball correctly, and just God gave me a gift to be able to score a lot of points. And and rebound really well. But like I said, every record an individual has, you can't do without your boys and girls and stuff like that. So, no, good memories. Like I said, Bethel's a special place in Stony Ice Heart. But I'll go in there with the mentality that I'm a Taylor guy Saturday. So word.
Cool. Congratulations on the win.
All right, 1 week back home.
Yep.
1 week.
Are we playing basketball tomorrow?
You know what? I hope. I hope.
We've had a lot of bye weeks. We got to play tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to look like our first half, probably a lot of turnovers.
I'm going to start stretching out now. Congratulations.
Thanks,
and
Rick.
we'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
That's head coach Jody Martinez. We're back to wrap it up next.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes. Back inside Odell Arena one final time here on the Ivanhoe's post-game show. Congratulations to the Taylor men's basketball team as they also pick up their first Crossroads League win of the year tonight. They won by 13, 81-68 at Huntington, dealing the Foresters their first Crossroads League loss of the year. That is receiving votes Huntington, who went to the national tournament a year ago. Taylor men's team led 36-29 at the break. They outscored the Foresters 45-39 after halftime. They shot 52% from the floor. They had 4 in double figures. Jason Hubbard had 25, Yoon had 16, Niehaus 16, and Anton Webb had 15 points and 15 rebounds. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a pretty good night from the floor. And they held All-American Zach Goodline to 16 points on 5 of 19 shooting. For our game here, the Taylor women's basketball team had 4 in double figures, 19 apiece from Clacy West and Taylor Westgate to pace the game, 18 for Gretchen Mall, and 10 for Ariel Dale, 8 for Ava Henson. Jillian Oswald and Macy Woods were the only 2 reserves, and Oswald had a 2-point basket for the only reserve scoring tonight. But Macy Woods played great, 19 minutes, had 4 rebounds and an assist, and played some really good defense against Huntington tonight. Connor Gambrell had 15 points to lead Huntington. No other player had double figures. Melby had 9. Vaughn and Drake each had 8. Valente Marin had 7. 2 apiece for Bolon and Ryman, and 5 for Emily Sebo off the bench. Taylor was 19 of 36, over 50% in the second half. They were 4 of 11 from 3 and 3 of 6 from the line. They finished the night shooting 48% from the floor. Huntington was just 36%. Taylor dominated points in the paint, almost matching the Huntington total in points in their points in the paint total, outscoring the Foresters 46-22 tonight. Taylor also had 2 players get the double-doubles. Westgate had a game-high 13 rebounds, and Mall had 12.
Westgate also dished out a game-high 6 assists. As we mentioned in her last 2 games, she has given out 13 assists and only committed 1 turnover. That is phenomenal for anybody, particularly when you're a 6'1 forward. Taylor had 6 blocks, 2 from West, 2 from Westgate, and then 2 from Mall. 3 blocks for Huntington, none with more than 1. Taylor with the win moves to 5-4 on the year. They get their first Crossroads League win. They snap a 2-game losing skid. Huntington drops their 3rd game in a row. They fall to 3-7, 0-3 in Crossroads League action. They've lost 5 of their last 6. Before we go, we want to wish one final good luck to the Taylor volleyball team. 5 o'clock Eastern Time, first serve, Sioux City, Iowa, as they try to knock out Bethel, the Crossroads League foe, who dropped 3 sets to 4th-ranked Corbin today. A Taylor win would end the pilot season and get a winner-take-all scenario for Taylor on Friday against Corbin in pool play out there at the national tournament. So the Trojans in the national tournament on the volleyball side for the first time in over a decade, and they're trying to get out of pool play, which would start on Saturday, but all starts tomorrow. So good luck to Aaron Luthi and the club. 5 o'clock first serve against Bethel to try to defeat the Pilots for the 3rd time this season. Special thanks to our fantastic crew, on-site producer Kinsley Rushing, and our camera operator was Allie Myers. We thank them for their hard work tonight. Again, Taylor wins after a dominating second-half performance, winning by 20 points tonight, 76-56, outscoring Huntington by a final in the second half of 45-31. This has been a presentation of Taylor Women's Basketball on the Trojan Sports Network until we talk to you again, which will be next Wednesday, sometime next week, when they take on Calumet College of St. Joseph. They're at Bethel on Saturday for the men's and women's doubleheader. Women play at 1, men at 3. And then a week from Friday is a little thing we call Silent Night. That'll be fun. 25th time. Kinsley's pumped. Calm down. You have a week. Don't run out of energy now, Kinsley. Kinsley's pumped. We hope you're pumped too. Tickets for the general public go on sale tomorrow for $10. If you're wanting to come, here's your opportunity. 400 tickets. First come, first serve. $10. Ta-da. So there you go. I don't think I can promote anything else. If I have, support those friendly sponsors you see on your screen. There's my last one. Okay, Taylor wins tonight against Huntington by 20, and we'll talk to you next week. Good luck to volleyball. Good luck to basketball on Saturday. And a good night from Upland, Indiana.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Trojan Sports Network.